Yeah, so somebody had hit me up the other day and was like, "Yo, have you seen what's going on Twitter, basically with Kanye?" And I'm like, "Nah, I seen the shit and didn't get it." So basically, are Drake and Kanye West going back at it? Of course they are. See, this is the problem that people don't seem to realize when I told you guys about the back and forth. Some would say this is petty, but I guess Kanye letting Drake know that I see you. And so yet these guys are on social media keeping it professional, you know what I mean? Subtle shots, nothing too major. And I love this about, hip hop. We know that these two guys, they're rivals. Let's keep it real. And you see Drake, with Noah in the studio. It's all about who gonna have the best work, who gonna have the best sounding album, who gonna make that 2016 hip hop album. Some people are saying that Kanye about to drop the best album in a decade. But we know views. We've been waiting on this since he announced it. We also been waiting on, Kanye album since we first known about it. But who will have the best album? Not just the best album for singles or you know, production, things like that. But overall, great body of work. We know how Kanye works as far as production. We know how Drake team work as far as production. Do I think that Kanye got the edge a little bit? Yeah, because he produces his own music as well. But we know he ain't really done that in years. Other people have produced for him. But if he puts at least 50% to his project, I think he'll have Drake on the production side. But not to say that 40 ain't a dope producer, as well, which we know he is. But this is the battle of egos. Who really is dominating, the hip hop between these two, Drake and Kanye? They've been going at it for a minute. So they went back and forth, and I thought that was pretty brilliant. I didn't get Kanye shit at first. I'm like, this nigga is tweaking. What this nigga doing? But then you go to Drake Instagram, you like, he basically responded. I don't know which one of them put the post up first. I did see Drake page before I seen his Kanye Twitter. Now you see that Kanye posted these a day ago, so I'm thinking Drake kind of set it off. But at the same time, it's like, hey, we don't know what's gonna happen between Swish and Views from the Six. We know Kanye got the date. Will Drake step up to the challenge? It's been noted that Drake has either finished Views from the Six or is damn near done. Then it's rumored that Drake gonna drop around the time of the Grammys. And we both know when that is. That's the same day as the Super Bowl. So who's to say that, we won't see a Drake album next month? We don't know. And like I said, I figured that it was a shot that Kanye knew what he was doing with posting that song in the sample. Of course it is. You see that? He made it known. So I was right about that. Either way it go, regardless if I said what I said, I did say I know that these two, he had to know that that sample was his and this is official. And so that's the shot right there, Drake. And then this is the one that kind of stung a little bit when I seen that. I'm like, God damn. He basically saying I had to do it. So he letting Drake know it's on. But what do y'all think about this back and forth, man? I think this shit is pretty dope. I think it's incredible. I just can't wait to hear the product. That's all I need to hear. We see the production. We see the the move of where Kanye going with this album, but we don't know where Drake is going with this album. One of these guys will put out an album and it's gonna flop. You know what I mean? You can't be biased to anything that they do. So at the end of the goddamn day, you gotta figure somebody gonna have the best album and somebody else ain't. Y'all let me know in the comment section. I'll holler at y'all. One.